Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol HTBX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious, but I will anyways. Pretty crazy movement today, not only from a price action perspective, but you look down here at the volume, and by far the biggest volume this chart has had for quite a while. So a lot of eyeballs on this one, although I do need to state that from kind of where I sit, from a presentation standpoint, this is a pretty tricky chart to talk about because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are a day trader and you bought right there, or maybe you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 15 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart looks pretty bad right now. Now, if you care about the big picture things, then yeah, I get it. From the highs, there was a big pullback. But again, from the big picture, the bulls do still have an opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how those long-term uptrends are constructed. I am going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had more of a day trading type perspective going into it. Case in point in this regard is, let's just kind of stop and look at things, like I said, more than just a day, but multiple days. And there was this previous breakout that occurred right down here around $1.90. And this is a general breakout, but the point being the price was trapped below this area for quite a while, and now the price is up above it. So therefore, that would now be considered a level of support. Just basic technical analysis, resistances tend to act as support. So I'm not saying this will happen, but let's just say it actually does to provide the example. The price continues to pull back and then behaves in this manner before starting to work its way back upwards. What would you have in this situation? Emphasis on big picture. From the big picture perspective, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows there. You'd have a set of lows right there. You'd have some lows down there. If you picture each of these as stair steps, you'd have big picture stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And that's the name of the game. That's what a truly strong overall move is going to do. It's going to make progress forward. And that's why, yeah, the price did pull back, but the price does still have an opportunity to build that higher stair step. Again, I am well aware if you're a day trader and you bought up there, you couldn't care less about these overall stair steps. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that, this is definitely talking about things from a grand scheme of things perspective. So sure, today the price pulled back, but stop and think about that word, today, as in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, the bulls do still have an opportunity to build that higher base. So that's definitely priority number one. So let's see if the bulls can get that job done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.